actually to her question.
Such as the World Bank or the Asian Development Bank. Private-public partnerships, they have worked well in some types of transportation projects. You can see the airports in India, the 4 major airports are private-public partnerships and they operate very well. And of course, the last thing, not the last, but a very important one, has to do with consumers and users of services. One side effect of the Bombay Rental Control Act to pay or could pay, but did not pay because of the ceiling. So there are consumers that could use the services and pay for the services, and others that can't, where special measures should be provided. So I think that these types of 4 should be adequate.
Thank you.
And when one goes across presentations, there is a fair degree of consistency in that. But there is one word that doesn't appear, and it seems that capacity is probably the smartest thing that a city could have. And that is not a word I hear when there is a discussion on smart cities. I was just wondering, am I being simplistic?
No, fine. I'll respond. It's not taken final shape. And deliberations like this which contribute to the process. So as I mentioned, I'm sure you had access to the concept note which was there available on the site of the ministry. That level of governance has not really moved forward. Mr. Kant referred to some of the visionary leaders who have been mayors. I should add Jawaharlal Nehru also to that list. He was also mayor at some time. And the only success we have had in recent times is to have one ex-mayor become the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, as I mentioned, not to become Chief Ministers. And those who are familiar with the Latin American and even the US situation are familiar. When mayors are allowed to grow, they straight away become candidates for the national level. So I don't know whether that's the reason why our political system does not really want to encourage local bodies becoming more powerful and local bodies getting more powers. There are any number of reports which are there about empowering the 3rd level. So one has to wait and see whether in the scheme of things, smartness would also mean empowering the local bodies to raise the resources. But to raise the resources, you have to be ready for that. If you recall, if you're a student of urban management, during the urban renewal mission, we started talking about credit rating of cities. Now, that was an exercise which was started. It did not really go far. We have cities like Ahmedabad which have floated municipal bonds, but it didn't go beyond. And the classic discussion was, I'm a bit intruding on your time, but let me conclude this. The classic discussion was when the center is prepared to give funds as grants, why should the cities be looking for becoming competitive and raising the resources? So we still have that problem. Hopefully, smartness also should mean become competitive in the sense that you should be able to go to the market and raise the resources required as far as the city is concerned. Or the state has taken the initiative to have a relook at the municipal cadre structure and have they decided to strengthen it. Some states have taken the initiative. So that will have to figure when we talk about sustainability of the public good factor. Mahesh, would you have some point to contribute to that? It's a slightly larger topic.